3, 2.
Hey y'all, we're in the spa. We have a special guest today. If you've been following me, yes, I took a couple of weeks off. I had to get my brain together, my life together, everything together. My husband and I celebrated 11 years of marriage. So last week you probably encountered, or the week before, last week, right? The week before. What did we do last week? Oh, I was supposed to go live, but it was just too nice in St. Martin and Anguilla. So sorry about that. But last week, you may have, the week before that, you encountered my best friend, decline. So those people, I think you should decline, even though we're live, because I heard they're just, it's not like legit. You get it? Yeah. All right. So you may have encountered my best friend who came and took over the spa, but we have a little technical issues. So you saw her pretty face, but you did not hear her pretty voice. So she will be back sometime this year. Yes, sometime this year. Oh, let's not forget over here. Yeah, sometime this year she'll be back. And then we will have another spa takeover. Was the spa takeover good, Marika?
Yes, it was awesome. We had a great conversation. We heard it amongst ourselves. But we would like for you to hear it the next time.
You know, honestly, I thought when I was listening to it, I don't know if I was on the beach. I don't know where we were. I think it was still in St. Martin. I don't know where we were. But I thought it was because I couldn't hear y'all because I was out of the country. But then I got back and I was like, oh, no, that's not the reason. All right, so today let's move on to our special guest. We have a special guest, Dr. Ronnie Bowler. Woo! You want to say hi to the people?
Hey everybody.
Yeah, this is the best chiropractor in the world. Like you've received like special awards, right?
I have.
For real?
I have.
Awesome. I was just joking. But we go back. We're longtime friends. When we first opened our practices, it was pretty much around the same time. So we kind of just helped each other out. You called me, what did you call me? Your what? I was your what?
Business partner.
I was your business partner.
Absolutely.
We were actually like business partners, y'all, because we helped each other so much. Even though we're two different specialties of medicine, he's like a brother to me. So he's pretty cool. And if you ever needed anything as far as chiropractic, we'll release this information at the end of this interview. So Marika.
Yes.
How the feet's looking? What you doing?
I am giving it some TLC. Actually, he has really nice feet, y'all. He takes care of his feet. So we're doing a nice 30-minute pedicure on him today.
Awesome. So we're going to dive right into this. Ronnie, do you want to just talk about how we met? Oh, and I have my champagne. Did you partake or no? You got your water? You are so good. You're like the only drunk host around here. Nobody else wants to drink with. You know what? Next week, I think I'm having somebody drink me, but Ronnie got to get back to patients. So I guess I understand. But anyways, you want to talk to people about how we met?
Yes, it was one of my colleagues, your sorority sister, right? Hunter? Dr.
Oh, you went way back.
Yeah. Because she reached out to me and said, hey, my friend is opening a practice in there. Can you help her?
Wow, yeah. So I have a line sister who's also a chiropractor who went to school with Ronnie. I totally forgot about that. I thought we just locked eyes at a chamber meeting. And I was like, you look like me, I look like you, let's talk.
That's probably afterwards. When we
Yeah. So she's a chiropractor. She is in Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how we met, and then proceed.
So she reached out to me and she said, hey, because her and I knew of each other in school, but she reached out to me afterwards. We saw each other at a conference. And she said, where are you located? I told her, and she said, okay, my sorority sister is opening up her podiatry practice. Can you help her? Y'all need to meet. Can you help her? Maybe you guys can exchange ideas, things like that.
And we did exchange ideas. Yes, and that's why we're at today, because we help out each other. We locked in, and we're still locked in. We still call each other if we have business questions. I think back then it was like, how do I open and stay afloat? Now it's more like, how do I move to the next level?
Yes.
So we're in that type of conversation now. All right, so let's jump right into it. What inspired you to become a chiropractor?
So for about 10 to 12 years, I was actually a massage therapist.
I don't even know you. Who are you?
So I'm still licensed for that. So that happened in 2005.
You want a side time gig on the weekends?
We need one.
So I came out of undergrad, thought I wanted to be an orthopedist, right? And shadowed some of them. None of them liked what they do. So I went shadow some other doctors. Pediatrician didn't really like their job. Cardiologists hated their job. So then I was like, well, what do I do? So I applied to go to school for physical therapy. That did, they put me on the waiting list. I went to school for massage therapy just for 1 year because it was a 1 year program until I got into physical therapy next year. And I liked it so much I just stuck with it.
Awesome. All right. How did your first chiropractic adjustment change your perspective on health? Do you even remember your first?
I do. It was in 2012. And it was interesting because I didn't know anything about chiropractic. So I had already been a massage therapist for about 8 years, and I had clients that were asking me they're like, can you help me more? I feel like there's more to this. Can you help me more? And I'm like, well, let me go see. So I was really just looking for continued education for that license. And I was driving in Austell area, and I saw a chiropractor. I just walked in her office and I said, hey, what do you do? Can you explain to me what you do and how it works? And she was like, well, what do you do? I said, I'm a massage therapist. She's like, you would be amazing at this because you already use your hands. And I'm like, okay. So she talked to me and she adjusted me for the first time. Did my exam, x-rays, all that stuff, adjusted me, and I was like, oh, I feel different. This is interesting. And then after that, I looked for a school, couldn't find out the school was about 20 minutes away from her office. So it was there this whole time. I just didn't know anything about it.
So God just whipped that right up for you.
Sure did.
And sometimes we don't understand, like, we doubt his path. You're like, God, what's next? I think when I chose podiatry, it was a joke. Like, I was joking. I wanted to be at OBGYN, and I literally went to shadow them. And they were all unhappy. And I know some really happy gynecologists. I just think that in that area, in that time of my life, God just set it up like that. He was like, nah, player. So I'm gonna make everybody pissed off today and go in labor, and everybody gonna be mad. Cause I remember them saying malpractice insurance is not worth it. You're on call. You don't have a life. And I was slacking one day, and we had a class, and the class was like a medical skills class where like different professionals came in, and it was just part of my degree track. And I walked in, I sat in the back of the class, and it was this young podiatrist up front, and I jokingly said to myself, he was like, I have this car, I have this much money, life is great. I mean, he lied because he was like, I have so much flexibility, I'm always working. So he lied about that, but the lifestyle he put out there. And I remember sitting in the back row, and it was a couple of people that I knew, because we all sat in the back row. This was like a BS class that just gets you through. And I remember saying, that's what I'm gonna be. And they all laughed. It was like, for real? And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. And I started shadowing this old podiatrist. He leaned over, and he was the sweetest man ever. And I kept going back, and then after a year. So it's funny how God works.
Absolutely.
All right, next question. Flying through this. What was chiropractic school like, and how did it prep you for your practice or prepare you?
So it was intense because, remember, I had been out of undergrad for almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I was a practicing licensed massage therapist for 10 years, so I had to go back to school. And I was like, I don't remember how to study. I don't know how I really feel like studying. So, but when I got in, it was intense, it was difficult, because classes were from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And
you were a grown man, you still had to afford to live.
Yes. So I tried to work the first semester, and that didn't work. I was still doing massage on weekends, and I realized I couldn't study, I couldn't do labs or anything like that, so I had to stop that at the first semester. But it was intense because my school was on the quarter system, so we were turning over classes every 12 to 14 weeks, and me having to relearn anatomy, relearn biochemistry, relearn all these difficult classes was a lot for me at that time because I just hadn't studied. So School was intense, but it was good because I went in there with a purpose. And being older, I actually liked it better because most of my classmates were in their early 20s. I was like 30. So I was more focused, and I knew I wanted to open up my own practice. So I focused on class and learning how to do business. So that was a big thing for me. So I actually liked it better. I'm glad I went at the time.
Yeah, I think older, you're more mature. You're not out doing the things like showing up like me in undergrad with scantrons and you don't know what's going on.
Absolutely. Scantrons.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be kind of shady in this question. Were there any misconceptions you had about chiropractic care before you got into the field? Like I hear a lot of people say, well, chiropractors aren't doctors. What are they? So that's just one of the misconceptions that a lot of you have. There are different types of school. I'm gonna let him go into that. So any misconceptions about chiropractic care?
Yes, so chiropractors aren't doctors. Chiropractors will hurt you. Chiropractors don't know what they're doing. And I'll be honest, sometimes these things are warranted because you know this, doctors are weird. I came from massage therapy, so being a massage therapist, I had people that didn't wear deodorant, that made their own clothes, they were just straight up hippies. So coming from that into chiropractic, I met some of those same kind of people. There were massage therapists that were in grad school for chiropractic just like me. And some of them were interesting, some of them were not. But the misconceptions are there because what we do is kind of broad, so people go into different areas. For example, when you get your chiropractic degree, you learn about nutrition, you learn about a bunch of different things. So you have some people that do what are called DOT physicals, Department of Transportation physicals. They are doing urine analysis and checking people, doing drug tests. That has nothing to do with what we went to school for. I don't even know why I do that. Then you have chiropractors that only see people in auto accidents. Those are the ones that
ambulance chase.
Yes, and those are the ones that work with the attorneys that have all the commercials, right? And then you have people like myself who sees the entire population. So I see pregnant women, I see kids, I see everybody that has a musculoskeletal issue, and sometimes even neurological issues like headaches, migraines, sleeping problems, other issues, because we're dealing with the nervous system by realigning the spine. So that's what we do.
And there's ones that do too much.
Yes.
Like, like I had a patient the other day who possibly dislocated their foot.
Yes.
And it kind of made me mad because if you have a dislocation of your foot first, you may know the anatomy of the foot. Like I know the anatomy of the spine, but I am not an expert in it. Okay, so my level of expertise in the foot and ankle is totally different from your level of expertise.
Absolutely.
So I had this patient who came in and she said, I fractured my metatarsal and I went to my chiropractor and they popped it into place. And that kind of pissed me off. There's no other medical way to say that. It pissed me off, one, because I'm like, what? One, did they take an x-ray? She said, no. I said, did they have you had x-ray at the hospital? They said, yeah. I said, did the x-ray at the hospital say you had a dislocation? She said, no. I said, so a chiropractor, because, radiologists are specialists. They would see a dislocation in the foot. So they just popped something and said you was good. Which they could have popped it out of place and they could have caused a fracture, which I've seen. So how do you speak to that? Like, it's just people who just do too much.
Yes, so here's the thing. We all learn to do a thorough exam, to take x-rays, and to refer out when needed. And when you have somebody like yourself that's an expert, that's the whole point of having other concentrations. We are experts in the spine and the joints. Yes, we are. But if somebody comes in and tells me they have a fracture, the first thing I'm going to do is x-ray. Because I've had people come in like that. And even if I can't see it, I'm like, well, I know I'm sending you Dr. Watson. Every time somebody has a foot issue, I send them to you, even if I don't even understand fully what's going on. I'm like, well, you need to go anyway. So that's it. I don't know why some chiropractors feel like they have to do everything and be all to every person, because no doctor is everything to everybody.
No. That's why
This
we
is
have
really
specialists.
Yes, exactly.
It's that simple. And we do the same thing. Executive director, I was like, I need some referral. We were looking for your referral slips the other day, so we usually just write it down because I don't know why you have numbness and tingling come from the back, you know? But I have somebody that can help you, whether it's a chiropractor, whether it's a spine ortho, whether it's pain management, you have all that available to you. So you guys need to really be careful when it comes to things like that. Like I am so busy in the foot and ankle, I don't want to treat your back pain. I don't. I got better things to do.
Yes.
All right, so our last question was, what's the difference between a chiropractor and physical therapist or a massage therapist? But you kind of dipped into that, but if you want to dip into that.
Yes. So a massage therapist specializes in soft tissue, right? So that's muscles, that's ligaments, tendons, but mostly muscle, right? They're usually working on you for relaxation purposes, for tension. Sometimes if people have injuries, they can help it on a surface level. A physical therapist is for rehabilitation. So they're for rehab. So tears, breaks that need rehab, loss of range of motion, things like that. That's what physical therapist is. So a chiropractor, people can come directly to us without a referral for any type of musculoskeletal issue or even some neurological issues, and we can determine which direction they need to go. So they don't need to come to us necessarily because they have an injury. They can come to us because, I'm having back pain, or I woke up this morning, I can't turn my head. You know, things like that. And we see things like this all the time. And then the good thing about it is people can come to us for like long term, but it's more like maintenance, just to make sure that their body stays working the way it's supposed to. No different than they can continue going to massage therapy, but a physical therapist, that's usually for like an injury that needs to be reached.
Okay, so we both clash with ortho. So I mean, I don't really clash. I don't call them up, and I have orthos that refer to me that really trust me because some orthos stay in their lane. Like you have orthos that, like, I'm only a hip ortho, I'm only a shoulder ortho, but I know Dr. Watson's work, so let me send you, yonder because I trust her. So I don't have anything against orthos. So, but some of them, I don't know if it's like their lack of confidence in their skill or they just wake up angry. I don't know. Some of them do. They just wake up angry. Yes. I'm an MD. I'm this. I'm that. They're beneath me, which I know. I'm a child of God. I'm beneath no one. But I know podiatry's clash with ortho. So where does it like separate? When do I say, okay, this patient needs to go to an ortho spine doctor versus this patient needs to go to a chiropractor?
So usually they come to us first, for the most part, if they come to us. And then I'll say, you know what? You've been coming to me for 6 weeks. You've been coming to me for 8 weeks. You've been coming to me for this amount of time. I think there's something else going on. I order an MRI. Look at the MRI. And I'll see whatever the issue is that looks extreme. I'm like, hey, let's go get you an ortho appointment because you might need a hip replacement. You might need a hip knee replacement, something like that. I send people off like that all the time. So I don't have a problem with that. And then also, like you said, but on their end, if their primary care, if somebody goes to their primary care and they say, I've got low back pain, a lot of times the ortho will say, well, we're sending you to physical therapy. And I'm like, for what? They're not injured, they just have an issue. So they bypass us because they don't know what we do, which is not even their fault necessarily because, again, you have one chiropractor looking at pee in a cup, you got another chiropractor in an auto accidents, you have another chiropractor like in your old office who only sees children. And then you have another chiropractor that's got crystals and all that other stuff. And I don't even know where they got that from because we didn't learn that in school. And they didn't have to go to school for that. So the ortho was like, I don't know what y'all necessarily do, so I'm just going to send them physical therapy. So it's up to me. I actually have to go meet up with the orthos and talk to them about what we do. And the pain management people.
Yeah. Because
what will happen is somebody will come in with a bulging or herniated disc or they'll have low back pain. They'll go to the primary care or ortho, and they'll just send the pain management. And next thing you know, they're just getting a cortisone shot or a steroid shot, and it doesn't
Or
fix the problem.
narcotics.
Or narcotics, and it doesn't fix the problem.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty. So from primary care, depending on what the diagnosis is, somewhere, some way chiropractic should be engulfed and
Yes.
wrapped in all of that, and then from there you can go to pain management or an ortho spine doctor. That's the information to know. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that?
yeah.
I didn't know that. So I hope y'all listening to this on the streets. And of course, if we're gonna go to chiropractic around the area, we're gonna go to Vital Life. Right, Ronnie?
Yes. Absolutely.
We are definitely, that's all who I trust. So if you're out there and you need someone, or you, he'll say his information at the end, or you can inbox me and I'll definitely send you that. Do we have any questions in these streets?
We do have two. Someone asks, what advice would you give to someone considering a chiropractic career?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, that's a great
Very
question.
good.
The advice I would tell you is to go visit one. Actually, visit many.
Okay.
I only visited one. And the doctor that I met there, she told me, don't do this for the money. When she left the room, her assistant, the other chiropractor said, you would be amazing at this. You can make a lot of money doing this. So they split up soon after.
One said this one, another said that one.
But definitely look into it. Come to my office, go wherever, visit as many as you can, but it's an amazing profession and you would enjoy it. It's an amazing profession, you would enjoy it. Just visit as many as you can and find out about it. And a lot of schools have weekend programs where you can go visit school, they'll explain it to you. I know Life University of Marietta does. So.
Okay. What's the education path in school?
Education path, you do have to have your undergrad degree,
Okay.
4-year undergrad degree. Actually, I take that back. It's similar to pharmacy, so you can get 2 years of undergrad, but you have to do 4 years of grad, and you'll get your BS and your DC. So it'll be a total of anywhere from 6 to 8 years, depending on what direction you're going in. But if you already have your undergrad, it's going to be 4 more years.
Okay. And what's the next question?
They
Great question.
said, what advice, I just asked that one. Are there anyone who shouldn't receive chiropractic adjustments?
So that's a great question also. It depends on what the situation is. If somebody has an issue where they haven't figured out what the problem is yet, I would tell them to go check with their primary care, go to urgent care if they have something and they can't figure out what it is. They can come to chiropractors directly, so that's not a problem. You can come, but just make sure when you go there, you're asking a lot of questions and you're getting a thorough exam and evaluation. If they're not taking x-rays, if they're not doing an exam, if they're just telling you just lay on this table and let me just start pushing stuff and see what happens, do not go there. So, but everybody can go, you just have to make sure you know exactly what's going on first. And if you don't know what's going on, go and find out, and then the chiropractor will send you where you need to go.
Well, let's ask a scary question. So, you see a lot of things on TikTok and Instagram about this person got adjusted and they end up paralyzed. So I know that will never be you, but in that situation, what has happened?
So in those situations, I've seen where they said somebody got paralyzed or they said somebody had a stroke, right? So in those situations, what has happened is by the time the person gets to the chiropractor, this person was either in what we call a pre-stroke condition, or this person did not get thoroughly examined properly. And that should never happen, actually. We actually have pretty much the lowest malpractice of almost any other doctor. So that lets you know that we are not a risky profession. However, in every profession, there are people that neglect what they're supposed to do. I haven't personally known anybody that's happened to, but it's very difficult to do that. Like, you have to be grossly negligent. Like, you have to just not even care about the person for that to happen. I'm one of those people that believes if your mindset is not to hurt people, you're not going to hurt them. You know what I mean? If you're just here to help people, you're going to help people. When I see stuff like that happens, that's very extreme, and that person shouldn't be practicing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's not normal.
I didn't know that. I thought if you just twist and turn the wrong way, baby, it's over.
No, people think that too, because people think that, you know, like martial arts movies and stuff like that, they think I can walk up behind somebody and grab them and do this. But no, that doesn't happen. The body's not that fragile. That doesn't happen. And when we're adjusting people, when we're realigning things, it's moving like millimeters. It sounds like a lot because the videos that you see are people that are mic'd up when they're getting adjusted. So it sounds like potato chips and things breaking and all that, which I have made videos like that before. But it's like gas release, it's fluid release in the joint capsule, and it's moving like a very little to affect the overall body, range of motion, nervous system, all that.
Okay. So if someone wanted to make an appointment with you, how would they make an appointment?
So they have a few ways. They can call us on our phone number. My office is called Vital Life Chiropractic. Our website is livingvitallife.com, exactly how it sounds. And we have a book appointment link on there. You can always call us at 404-781-9041. And you can find us on Instagram at Vital Life Chiro. So reach out to us because we can definitely help you with everything going on. And if we can't help you, we'll find somebody who can.
We have a question. We have another question. How do you feel about pregnant women getting adjusted?
Good question.
I feel actually, great question. I feel great about that because first of all, I have taken care of a few OBGYNs and doulas and midwives. So they come themselves and they refer their clients to us. So because when a woman is pregnant, most of the time she does not want to be on medication. She doesn't want to do anything unnatural because of the child. It actually works very well for low back pain, hip issues, sleeping problems, just overall discomfort. There's research that shows that women that get adjusted while they're pregnant, they actually, their labor pains are decreased, pushing time is decreased. Our average mom that comes to us throughout her pregnancy is pushing for about 6 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Our longest one was 12, our shortest one was 2 minutes. So, and this is coming from women who have had multiple children, so they went without getting a chiropractor involved, and they went with us. So they noticed the difference themselves, and then along with some of the research that's out there. So it's a great thing. Highly recommend it, and a lot of the OBs and the primary cares are actually starting to recommend it now.
Cool. So we have, I trusted you with my, I still trust you, with my husband. He woke up with a severe back pain, couldn't stand up. I mean, this is a little sexy, tough, little muscular, little army guy that was bent over, y'all, couldn't move. He broke his back. My baby was in pain. And he set up an appointment and got adjusted a few times with Doc over here, and now he's walking. Fine, you want to walk by and show people? So that was probably about 5 years ago. Maybe?
6 years ago.
About 6 years ago.
About 6 years ago.
So, you know, I only have the best of the best on my show for experience. If I never used it, I would not recommend the person or the products. So, Dr. Ronnie is legit. So, do we have any more questions before I ask one last question?
That is all for today for questions.
So I want to, for 2 minutes, dive into opening a business.
Yes.
And I know that's what some people, the highlights just in this field, the downfalls of opening your own medical office, because it is doable. Mm-hmm. Ronnie, he came out of school and he hit the ground running and he opened up his practice. I kind of look at him as like a big brother mentor. He put me in the streets. He said, we don't do this health fair. We're going to pass out these flyers. Definitely will always be grateful to you because he laid some of my foundation. Because I was doing it, my husband and I was pretty much doing it all by ourselves, even though I had someone in the background.
Never ever.
What'd she say?
Never ever.
Oh. So Ronnie was really my true business partner when Georgia Bluefin Ankle, somebody that I reached out to. So I guess I came from a place where when I graduated from school, I was too scared to open up my own practice until God forced me to open up. So I worked for a practice up north for about a year and then did some nursing home stuff for about a year. And then I came down here and met Ronnie and it was all up from there. So just some advice as far as like opening your own practice. What do you need to do, and how after we've been in practice 9-10 years, solo dolo, 10 years, and every year our tax return, our IRS payments get larger. So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Shout out to you.
But even far as like us opening a business, us learning from our IRS failures, paying the government, we've learned how to work around that. And just some some tidbits, advice.
So the biggest thing I would say is you need a mentor. Find somebody who's done it before, who's been doing it for a long time, and do exactly what they say to do, even if you have to pay them for it. So for me, when I went into school, I found a group that was doing what I wanted to do. And even if they don't look like us, because all this stuff,
a big thing.
Yeah, they did not look like me at all, but they were successful in what they were doing. I had to learn from them, and then once you learn the information you have to actually do it. I think people underestimate how much it takes to open up a private practice, because in healthcare, they don't teach us business.
No.
They just teach us how to take care of people.
Yeah.
But we can't just assume that as soon as we open our doors, people are just going to flood in, because how do they know who we are? How do they know that we're actually good at what we do? So you need a mentor, and then you have to get out and market. You have to learn how to communicate. You have to promote yourself.
That's good advice. Because I remember at times Ronnie would call me up. He'd be like, "How much you in the negative today?" Our accounts. I mean, my husband would always. He had to transfer y'all because our accounts are in the negative.
Oh yeah, waking up at -1,000.
Yeah, that's nice. Real
You
nice.
know, because like I paid people, but then the taxes came out, and I was like, oh.
Learning who's the right attorneys,
Yes.
who's the right accountant. One year I thought that if I chose someone, getting out of the ignorance of using people who do look like you, because that can be a benefit.
Yes.
One year I hired a tax attorney from one of the chambers I met, and I ended up at the end of the year owing the IRS $120,000 because he did absolutely nothing. So just calling each other saying, hey, well, I got this guy. Do you use this guy? Even from the smallest things, graphic design, our flyers, what you doing? I'm doing this. How are we marketing? Let's set up our tables next to each other at this event. It's all about community. It is. Now, as we get older, we kind of, it's big money issues now. Like, what building we buying?
Yes.
Where are we going to next?
Can we get another doctor?
Can we get another doctor and pay them? I think that's where we at.
Stepping out and being
and growing. And it's some of the woes of that. So do not despise your small beginnings
at all, because they're going to be small.
Yes. All right. So give them that information one more time, and we're gonna wrap it. Oh, how did your pedicure feel?
This was great.
Thank you.
This was amazing.
Thank you.
I don't think I've ever had one of these before.
What?
Like never.
I'm
glad de-virginized you.
I'm glad I can be your first.
I was
I'm glad this is a great time for you and me both. All right.
Oh, good. They are well moisturized.
They
do.
Yeah.
I feel special, like I don't need shoes.
Hey, however you feel. You want to do a little around me?
Now you feel like the ladies when they come to the spa. You got the flat shoes.
Yes. We have little shoes like that if you want them.
You need to walk out with the flappers on?
I mean, you
Get
can't
the full experience.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get the flappers. All right, so tell the people your information. Show them the flappers, Marissa. We got flappers today.
Look, can you see it over there? Yeah, okay, they saw the flappers. All right, that's the yellow one.
So Vital Life Chiropractic, address, where is it located?
Yes.
The hours. Go for it.
865 Thornton Road, Suite B, Lithia Springs, Georgia. We're about 15 minutes west of downtown Atlanta. We're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So reach out to us at 404-781-9041. And I should not be wearing these when you come in, but if I am, don't judge me.
Don't
Yeah,
judge
don't judge
him.
it, man.
I think his feet too big for him anyway. All right. So we have done. I don't see any more questions. All right. Next week, y'all. I'm trying to talk both so y'all can see me. Next week, we have a special guest. get your real estate stuff together, right? Executive Director,
Yes, ma'am.
get your real estate questions.
Yeah.
Ready. And she's single. And ready.
Hello.
Mingle.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna be diving some girl talk, you know, some little things, get your real estate questions together. She is a realtor out in Atlanta. She is the woman who who helped me find this beautiful building. She's been a long-term friend, so tune in. I mean, Ronnie handsome, but she's sexy. So, and Ronnie's married, ladies. Get that right.
yes,
It's
ma'am.
Dr. Cassandra.
Hello.
She is a doctor, okay? He has 2 beautiful kids, okay? But y'all need to support him. That's how we support our community. Go out, make your appointment, all right? And no, your insurance don't cover it. Your insurance don't cover it. Not all of them. So stop being cheap, okay? All right, mwah. Thank you for joining in. Now the small talk. All right, let me see how to cut this thing off. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Remember, love God, love yourself. Spread love all over. This is a dark and disgusting world. Okay? So just be nice. You catch more bees with honey. We are not fighting the person. We are fighting the demons within them. Okay? Fighting the demons within them. So just take a breath, because there is something called the Book of Life, and it will be opened up. All right. Love y'all. See y'all later. And make your appointments at Georgia Blue and the spa.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good job.